biggest game in the round of 32 of the World Cup as Brazil take on everyone's favourite, Japan. That's right, for a place in the round of 16, who of course will go home, who of course will continue their journey. We're going to get into it, all of it, next. That's right, folks, back once again with another video. Today we're taking a look at the round of 32 matchup between Brazil and Japan. That's right, and what a spicy game it is, with a space in the round of 16 up for grabs. Who, of course, will take it, who, of course, will go home. We'll get into it in just a second. If you're new where you've been, smash your subscribe. You want to shop for Blackburn Rovers World Cup previews. That's right. And this game is an absolute treat for us all at the World Cup. An early treat, should we say, in the round 32. We'll get into it in just a second. Big shout out to my members and the patrons. You know who you are. Can we get 80 likes for this video? 48 likes for the nations that did start this tournament, and 32 likes for the nations that still remain. Of course, that makes 80. And you see what I did there? Anyway, let's get into this game, of course, and take a look at what I'm talking about. I'm talking about this. Of course, it is Brazil. It is Japan. It's in the round of 32. It's at Houston Stadium in Texas. Boys and girls coming out on the 29th of June. Both nations coming into this on an upward tick, yet to taste defeat at this World Cup. Brazil looking pretty good. 87% form for them right now. Back-to-back wins up against the Japanese side, who, of course, had a difficult group, but coming into this unbeaten as well. And of course, picked up a few admirers, including myself, and they've got one of the best kits, if not the best kit, at this World Cup. Regardless, though, Brazil coming into this as co-MBL 5th place team. 10th of June 2025 was the date they secured it. They've been here each and every one of the World Cups, and of course, they continue to define the odds. 2022 was the last. They are, of course, multiple winners, 5-time winners, back in 58, 62, 1970, 1994, and 2002. They're managed by Carlo Ancelotti, captain being Marquinhos, the VIP being Vini Jr., and he is cooking with gas. He's up and running with goals, ranked 6th in the world. Of course, you could have odds 8-1, and I did predict that these guys would win it, but they've got a very, very tricky passageway to actually go and win it. This is, of course, the squad then, the likes of Alisson between the sticks, the likes of Daniel Luiz at the back there, Brema, Wesley, Douglas Santos, amongst others. Into midfield, likes of Casemiro, Fabinho, Bruno Guimaraes. Up top, Neymar, we saw him the other day. Vini Jr., Matheus Cunha as well, scoring some goals for the Brazilians at the moment. We could see a formation or a setup like this, a 4-3-3 of sorts, with Alisson between the sticks, Santos, Gabriel, Marquinhos, and Danilo. Into the midfield, we've got Casemiro, Paqueta, Guimaraes, and Vini Jr., Cunha, and Rayan could lead this charge here. They've been growing. I think they're actually, I think right now my tip for these guys to win it is looking good at the moment. They played some good football. They got results where they needed to get results. But this is going to be a challenge because Japan aren't no easy team. But let's remind ourselves of how Brazil progressed. They did top the group in Group C. It did start bumpy with a tricky game against Morocco, which they had to come back into it. After that, they took care of business against Haiti. Kind of a one-half display there, and then the Scottish game, they were good. And again, honestly, I don't think Brazil have really gone out of third gear. I think they've been steady, just conceded the one goal, and I think they're going to take some beating along the way, and we'll explore the pathway in a second. But let's take a look at Japan, of course, who've got the best kit in the whole World Cup, and it's this away kit right here. They qualify as AFC third round Group C winners. They qualified on the 20th of March 2025. This is their 8th tournament. 2022 was the last. They made it the round of 16 before. They're in the round 32 now, but they're hoping to equal that. But of course, it looks looking like a difficult pathway if they are to do it. They're managed by Hajime Moriyasu. The captain is Wataru Endo. I don't think he's involved though. Uyasi Ueda, the VIP for me, they're ranked 18th according to the world rankings at the moment. For Japan, they're looking at these guys to have them cause a shock in this World Cup. And it would be a shock with the likes of Zion Shizuki at the back there, Yutaro Nakamoto, we got Ko Ikakura, Shigo Takeuchi as well. Into the likes of midfielders, we've got Junja Ito, Ritsudo, and Dachi Kameda, and of course Uyuasi Ueda, the star man, Daisen Maeda as well. He's got some goals so far at this World Cup. So Japan looking good. What about their, of course, personnel? Well, they've got the likes of these guys. In a 3-4-3 formation, we've got Suzuki between the sticks, Ito, Akura, Tomiyasu, we've got Nakamura, Tanaka, Seno, Doan, Kameda, Ito, and Ueda up top. That's, of course, your lineup. What about, of course, the passageway? Well, this is how Japan made it through to the round 32. They, of course, finished as runners-up. Behind the Dutch, of course. They did start with a 2-2 draw against the Dutch in what was a thrilling opening game to this group. Japan down and out, it looked like, but they fought back to get themselves a show of sports. Then they turned on the flare, didn't they? They picked up a 4-0 win over Tunisia, but they couldn't beat the Swedes in a game which kind of suited them the best, really. I think if they all went guns blazing on that game, which they didn't. It could have ended up being in third place. I'm not too sure where that's left Sweden at the moment. Let's take a look at the record then between these two nations. Of course, they have played each other a couple of times. They've got 14 times, of course, coming into this. 11 wins for Brazil. I think it's just 1 win for Japan. 2 draws coming into this. Brazil have outscored Japan 37 times to their 8. The valuations are also chalk and cheese. Nearly $1 billion there for Brazil. 928 million compared to 270 million for Japan. The average age is much younger for Japan, which is a good plan for the future, of course. 27.6 compared to the Japanese team of 29.4. 23 of the players play outside Japanese football, with 19 players playing outside Brazilian football heading into this one. The win index favouring Brazil, 54%. The draws at 26. Of course, Japan are at 20. The public opinion, again, fresh out there. Make sure you stop by the channel and give us a vote on this one. 63% are backing Brazil to win this whatever way, whether it's in normal time, extra time, or penalties. Japan at 37%. Now, before we go into my prediction, I want to showcase you the live bracket. Now, this is forever changing, of course. I'm going to try and find this game here. So this guy, the winner of this game, will have a round of 16 matchup against the winner of Ivory Coast and Norway. At the moment, that's at the moment. It's likely to change, but it is a bracket that does include England likely in the quarterfinals if they are to progress. So just want to give you an update as the winner of this has, not the most difficult pathway to the quarterfinals, but it'll be a challenge. It's an exciting sort of bracket at the moment. So that's, of course, what's in store for the winner of this game. But for me on this one, what do I think? Well, this is a tough old game. I'm loving Japan. I'm loving the football is breathtaking and refreshing at times, where we do see a lot, and I'm telling you, a lot of this pedestrian backwards passing stuff, sideways, just keep the ball. It's quite grinding football. Some nations are playing, but it does seem to get results. The way Japan play football is what we want to see. We want to see some positive front foot football. I love it. I love it about it. Unfortunately, though, I think Brazil have the players to counteract that beautiful football. I think that Brazil are playing more boring than front-footed, but they've got a nice blend of the both. And I do think they have the game changers on this matchup to win this game. I think Japan will give them a good game, though. I think this will be a tight one, or at least a goal fest, plenty of goals in it. I'm going to go with a 3-1 win here for Brazil, which will see the end of Japan's journey. Unfortunately, probably a round or so too short. I'd love to see more of Japan, and hopefully, maybe I'm wrong, but Brazil will continue their journey, of course, and looking to make a deep run in this competition. Well, there you have it, folks. There you bloody have it. That's, of course, my prediction for this upcoming game. Make sure you check out the prediction for the cat and also the ping pong balls. I've got their own crazy way of predicting the outcome of this match and all matches at this World Cup. Of course, make sure you subscribe, smash the like wherever you are, of course, as we continue our journey throughout this 2026 World Cup. Until then, though, I'll see you soon when we return, whenever that is. But until then, we are done.